everybody, CLD Services back at you. This is part 2 of the performance. Part 1 was the suspension. Part 2 we're going to get into what I did for my performance gains. I did the intake, I did the exhaust, and I did the fuel processor. Now if you have a carbureted bike, you go with jetting your actual carburetor. Jetting for me was pretty simple. I enjoyed it. It was fun. You had no worries. Depending on your form. The information I got my form from, they were in grave detail. That was from my Velusa behind me, the white bike. Those guys are awesome. Shout out to the Velusa family. But for the VTX 1800 it's fuel injected, so I went with a fuel processor. And then for the fuel processor, I used the Cobra FI 2000 Power Pro Black. And for the exhaust, I actually got the exhaust idea from the 2-in-1. I got the idea from Dirty Bird, which would be John Shope, one of my favorite builders of all time. He has an exhaust called LMF, and I got the idea from him because I like the way that the actual exhaust cuts off before it ever reaches the bag. Plus the turn up or the turn to the side kind of bypasses the bags completely. You don't have much carbon on it when your exhaust is blowing. And for my intake, I just did an eBay intake. It was like $87, not a bad price at all. I did a little bit extra. I poured and polished my intake, and I put on a K&N filter at the end and took off the cone filter that came with it, with the chrome adapter on top of it. I didn't like the look of it.